Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Webson here, and today we're going to be starting a new series called 7 Days to Die. And yeah, it's a new game for Xbox and PS4. It's only a PC game for a while, and it's a pretty fun game. I've been playing it for a while, co op with one of my friends. I might do a little series in multiplayer with this because it's a lot of fun. It's very funny, and yeah, let's just create a new game. I guess Vince was the character I was using before. A lot of characters. I think the one I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose Chang. Really, no benefits to any of the characters. You know, you start off with all the same stats, whatever. So it really doesn't matter what you choose. Single player. Uh, Random gen. Got the options, standard options. What is this difficulty? So as of right now, I think I'm just gonna go with adventurer, just because it's I'm really new to this game. It's kind of a hard game to get used to. Very laggy. Zombies are very hard to kill. On the server we play on insane. But I think we're just gonna keep it on adventure for right now. Enemy aggression. Just gonna keep it on normal. Daylight length. How many hours until the sunshine? Yeah, sun shines per day. So I guess we're just gonna go with 60. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. Audit options? But I don't know what these do. Spawn time. Increase that. Oh yeah, this is what you need. So we're just gonna increase that just because more of a casual player. I want to kind of get the series going. More airdrops. Now, how long it takes you 24 hours to pass the game? You want that to be 120, right? Yeah, 120. Cheat mode? No, definitely not. And rule sets. Yeah. Right. Did I change anything? Yeah, it did. Alright, yeah, I think we're fine with the things that we have. Right? It's the same. Good. And start game. Name entry, let's say first solo. Now with this game, there's gonna be a lot of deaths. There's gonna be a lot of different obstacles, and it's kind of hard to get into. And there may be restarts of the game, so I might have to eventually restart the game completely from scratch. But that's really just a part of the game entirely. Eventually, when you get really deep into the game, that's when you're not really going to, like, when you have all the high end gear. But in the beginning, it's kind of, I'm probably gonna have to restart the game a couple of times just to get into it, and just to uh, get a lay for the map and see what we are going to get, like a game plan for what we're gonna do for survival. So in the center of every map at 0, 0, you'll see. So we start off in Arctic biome. So there's some tips. Continue. So press X and press LB 4 times to get to your map. Now we're in this biome. You can zoom out, pressing down the right stick. As you can see up here, there's coordinates right here and right here when you go along the map. You want to go to 0, 0, pretty much, so like around 0, 0 at least. So like right around here. So we're going to have to cross some water. So we're going to start heading to that waypoint I just set by pressing Y. It's a temporary waypoint, just so we can get there. At the top of the screen you can see the compass. Looks like we spawned an island, unfortunately. And we're going to have to swim out to the main land, which actually is very sucky because when you go into the water you get a lot of water weight on you. It's very hard to maneuver and get out of it. So, as you can see, it says you are wet, and on the left side you have a little umbrella with 100%, and yeah, it's just not a good time. Can't even see the land yet. As of right now, my energy is going down a lot. Hopefully I can make it there. Let's see, you can see like clearly underwater. There's anything special underwater. I haven't really explored that much into the game. But really what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the city part of the map at 0, 0. And there are a bunch of different like houses there, shops and stuff. It's really easy to make a base out of. And protect yourself from the zombies and other various obstacles. But before we get in there, we're going to do all of our tasks, little tutorial tasks. I see on the top right, just craft a stone axe. Yeah, that's my first one out of 8 that I have to do. And yeah, basically you just have to complete all 8. And that's like a tutorial for the game. Not really a big tutorial at all. If you're a new person, you don't really know what's going on. It's kind of confusing at first, kind of hard to get used to, but you will get through it and you'll eventually have fun playing this game because it is such a good game. Yeah, I'll speed up. So using the stamina. We have to go a really long distance across this, unfortunately. I've only gotten this spawn on this river one time. And I did just reset the game, but I don't really want to reset the game. I want to see if I can just get across. Alright. I'm just gonna cut to when we are across the river, so that you're not just sitting here watching me cross for a while. Alright, we're back, and yeah, the game was kind of glitching out, and actually made an infinite lake, and it covered up the entire city. The city was actually kind of underwater and it's not possible to get to. So we're restarting. Um, Come on. So game. I need to delete that world, but for now, I'm just gonna call it first solo with no space. Okay. And we should be good to go this time. Hopefully we'll be able to just find a normal area where I don't have to cross a huge body of water. And the city be trapped underneath the body of water. Okay. Load up, game. Load up. There's no noise. And here we are, responding. This episode's gonna be a little bit longer because we're just getting started off. So right away, I'm just gonna grab my stone axe. So we need to punch some plant fibers, get some plants on the ground, get some plant fibers, not some plant fibers, get some plants, and then also some wood. You punch these bushes, you get some wood. You can also punch some trees, get some wood, but that's a little slower. And then we need some small stone, which you can kind of just find. Here's one. Scattered around the ground. I don't know what that is. That looks like a pig, but he's just kind of spinning around. This game's a little glitchy. It just came out. Most games that transfer from PC to console are very, very glitchy. And I expect the same from other games that are coming soon. So craft the axe, you click on it, press up on the D-pad, there it goes, 3, 2, 1, and craft it. Press RS and it goes right onto your hotbar. And here we go, we got a stone axe. And our next step is to collect fiber to make some clothing, or aka armor. It's basically the most basic armor you can craft right now. I'm just gonna cut in this tree real quick, get some extra wood materials while I'm here. Right there. And just grab your fist, punch some of these like so. Until you have 35, it'll light up green in the top right when you have 35. And one more, there we go. Clothing. So click on it, up on the D-pad. You craft a full set in order to complete this task. And shoes. And in order to complete the next task, you actually need to put them on. So in order to put them on, press Y to inspect, up on the D-pad to wear. Pants, Y to inspect, up on the D-pad. I'm just going to wait a second to see the next thing so I can show you what the next one is that is actually, just put them on. So as you can see, in the bottom it says 2 out of 8, craft plant fiber clothing. Okay. Is it actually another body of water? So as you can see on the right side it says wear the stuff. Check it through now. I completed that one, so now we have 3 out of 8 completed already. Now we have to craft the wooden club, which is the easiest one. Go to weapons and tab, wooden club, and I can keep that to craft. And there you go. It's going to be like the main weapon for a pretty decent amount of time, actually. I don't really craft too many more weapons. So in order for the next one, we need to find some feathers, which we need to find a bird nest for, which we won't find for a little bit, so we don't have to worry about this one for a little while. Let's go to the map, see where we are. Alright, so if we look at the top, we can see where we actually need to go. So we do need to go up and to the left. So we need to go. Alright, so we don't need to cross this body of water, luckily. So we need to go about like right there, which should be good. So we'll just put a quick waypoint there and see where we're going. Trying to find it on my compass. It's about this direction. It's very hard to see on the compass because it's so far away, it's very small. But we are going in the pretty much the right direction, probably like northwest-ish we should be going. The flag will get bigger as we get closer to it. And basically what we're doing, go back to the city. I'm actually just going to, since we got through some of the tutorial, I'm just going to cut until we get close to the city. And we're back. So as you can see, there's like this little garbage pile right here. These things you press Y on, and you can find cool things like these schematics for various weapons and other things like that. You find a lot of junk in there too that you really don't need, but that was actually a really good find. And you also find these cars that are broken down. Some of them are broken down too much to find anything in, but this one could have something in it, but this one in this case doesn't. What we just found though was a hammer blueprint, which is basically an upgrade to this. But we can't get that until we get something called the forgery, which is a little bit later in the game. Probably a couple episodes from now we'll have one. But as of right now, we're just going to have to stick to the club. Another thing is, once you find a wrench, you can actually break down these cars and get every single part from the car, and some fuel and some other various items like that. And as you can see in the top, we can actually see our flag now. A little red flag. I'm kind of just trying to traverse around the lake, trying to avoid going inside of it. But I might have to eventually. Nah, probably not. By the way it looks, I'm just gonna keep going off in this direction, and I'll come back. And we're back. And first of all, we got a little car right here, not too far away from where we just were. So we got some tires. Okay, those can be useful, and we have a city. I don't think this is the city we were aiming for. It actually might be. If we look on the map where we are, yeah, this is the city. The city is very big. It stretches across like over here. It can stretch all the way to. So I can get rid of that waypoint now. Like that, and so it looks like we're at the very edge of the city, and there's tons of these little trash bags, cars everywhere that we can find. Buildings you can go inside and explore. They're all broken down, most of them, but there are a couple of them that are pretty much built completely up, and you can actually go inside of them and make a base out of them. Not this one. That one's kind of broken down. There could be zombies inside of there. So we haven't seen any zombies yet, but that will change very shortly, I guarantee. I think they do kind of throw you a bone in the beginning of the game, just so that you're not struggling too much. But we gotta kind of look around for one of the buildings that aren't really run down. I've been to the city so much. The city doesn't really change too much. From each server you go to. I do know my way around it pretty much. So here's a building. So this is one of the buildings that you really want to find. And here's another one. Yep. So these two are right next to each other. Yeah, it's like a whole quadrant of buildings right next to each other in a sense, like this one, is good to set up in. This one's good to set up in. This one's alright to set up in too. Same building, same design of building. It's kind of weird. But there is one location where in the back there's a nice little river and an easy water supply. And that's the one I kind of want to find. It has a red car in front of it. This one. We might not find it on this particular city or server, which is completely fine. We can just set up in one of those. We'll find a river inside the town eventually. But I would like to find that specific house, and I'll be right back when I... Alright, so this is something that's very important that I need to share with you guys, and you gotta make sure, if you're gonna set up in the city, you need to have this right here. And this is a little lake water source, and it's right on the outskirts of the city, kind of a little far away from the houses that we saw before. But if we just leave a marker to the map real quick, just leave a marker right here. Let's see. Press Y, save waypoint. That's what we want to do. And really, we want to just do the X for this. Just so we know that the water is right here. It's very important that we stay hydrated. Otherwise, you can obviously just die. And you don't want to be doing that, so I would share that with you. Still searching for a good place to set up. Most of the buildings here are just kind of crumbled and destroyed. And we found another water source right here, which I might as well just mark real quick. It's good just to have as many water sources as possible. It's not that you won't run out of water necessarily, but it's just safe just to have more, just in case you can't get to the other one because there's too many zombies polluting it or whatever. But yeah, it's a very big city. A lot of things to explore. A lot of things. If you saw on the map, the huge trail I've made, just traversing the city, and definitely going to find a place to settle in, but it may take a little while. So, before that happens, another water source right here. While I'm marking this, we've actually kind of hit the wrapping up point of this episode of the series that I'm very excited to have started. Going to be doing a lot of good things, a lot of tutorials, a lot of different things that we're going to be doing on this game. Of course, I'm going to be continuing a bunch of other games as well. This is actually a really good building to set up shop, and we might set up here. I'm just going to mark this down. Kind of see that zombie awkwardly sitting over there. He's dead though, so we shouldn't be too worried about him. Let's see, waypoint, X. But yeah, in the next episode, I will have chosen a house to kind of settle in at, and just just a place I can call home. Unless I see that house right over there, that might be a good one. How do I get out of here? There should be a hole in the fence somewhere. Hold on, there may be a chance that we find it in this episode. Yeah, a little hole right here. Looks good in front. Is there a lake behind? I don't think there is. Well, you might actually set up in here. Oh no, never mind. We got the back broken up. A little easy entry inside, but let's see. Anything in here? No food in there, unfortunately. Alright, we do have some food in here. That's great. There's a trash can in there. Alright, I'm actually just going to wrap up the episode now before I get too distracted and too caught into the game. Because it is a very addicting game to do with all the looting, the building. It's a very addicting game. So